Okay, question number 9 is about Gavin and the heights of 80 plants that he's grown. And you've been given a table that summarises the results of the plants, or the heights of the plants. So you've got 8 plants that are between 0 and 50 centimetres in height, and that is including any plant that is exactly 50 centimetres. If it's any more than 50 centimetres, then we're going to be looking at putting that plant in the next category. This is group data. And you can see there are 31 between 100 and 125, and between 125 and 150 there are 3. So you have to, in the first part of this question, complete the cumulative frequency table. To do that, all you have to do is add the number of plants that are less than or the same as 100 centimetres, which is 38 and 8 together. So we're going to add those numbers, and you can use your calculator for this when you've got these questions on a calculator paper. So you don't make any mistakes. You're then going to add on 31, because that's the next number, and you're going to get 77, and then you're going to add on 3, which I think we can safely do without the calculator. So we've got 80 plants, which is good because we know we've got 2 marks for this question, because that's the number of plants that you grew. The second part of the question requires us to draw a cumulative frequency graph. Now, to do that on here, I'm going to just pop a few X's in. It's a little bit awkward to try and draw on the computer. You're going to need to use a nice sharp pencil, and you're going to plot those points with crosses, and you're going to do your best to draw a very, very good graph. Now, I'm going to just plot these points where they need to go. So the first point is at 50 centimetres on the x-axis, the top value in the group data here, and at 8 on the y-axis scale for the frequency. So we've got 50 centimetres up to 8, and that is exactly where that needs to go, because each one of these squares is worth 2 plants. The next cross will be at 100 and at 46, so 2, 4, 6. Plot that as accurately as I possibly can. And the next cross is 125 and at 77. So 77 is all the way up here. There's 70, 2, 4, 6, 7. Got that there. And the last cross that I'm going to plot is 150 and 80, so right in the very corner. Now, this graph needs to be, these x's need to be joined together with a nice smooth curve. That's what we draw when we draw cumulative frequency curves. And I might take a couple of attempts at this, it depends how accurate the first go is. So you need to just do this nice and lightly in your pencil. Just go nice and lightly with the pencil, and then when you're happy, then you can go over it. So I'm just going to go nice and lightly. So joining from 0, 0, join to this point, and I'm going to go up to this point, which is quite a steep incline, and then I'm going to go up to this point, and it's just going to curve round at the top. So that's almost there. I'm fairly happy with that. That'll work okay. So I'm going to just draw that again with a little bit of a thicker line, trying to go over as closely as I possibly can to join up my points. And that top one needed a little bit better. There we go. So I've drawn my graph, and that should be accurate enough to get my 2 marks on that question.